The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Yeah, Dow Industrials right now down 21. You get the Nasdaq off 5. S&Ps are down 4. Gold contract trading down $4.20 at $1,312 an ounce. We have silver up 8 cents at $18.66 an ounce. Platinum's down 3 at $1,053. We get light sweet crude down 32 cents, $46.03. Light sweet crude numbers will be coming out at 10:30. Bonds, we get the 10-year note up 3 ticks, 131.31. 30-year bond up 3 ticks, 171.28. And King dollar's up 74 ticks, 96.11. The euro is trading at $1.11, and the yen is trading at 113. And Tommy O'Brien is producing this show today. We got a couple of vacations happening. It's a beautiful thing out here. And, of course, we're going to go right over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN, we start live programming 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, we go from 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. We take that, we replay it all. Kevin, Scott, swim lessons every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Now, no matter where you are in the country right now, particularly if you're on the West Coast early in the morning, I know it's 7 o'clock in the morning, you're driving to work, remember, right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, you can get us, hit Tiger TV, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You trade options. You got to listen to the show. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Mr. O'Brien. How's everything?
Oh, man.
You staying dry out there?
This is what I had to do. You know, folks, this is going to be one of these storms that's going to trick a lot of people. And what it is, the amount of rain, I could leave my house. Outside my house was fine. But the main road coming here, you could not get through. So I had to wait for a lull in the weather. And there's going to be some problems because they never should have let the kids go to school. Because what has happened is there's so much rain. So check this out, folks. There's so much rain that a couple fences I saw on the way, the fences actually came down because the backyard had so much rain and it blew the fence out for the water to go out. And it's only starting.
See, you guys have the same thing with rain that the Chicago area does with snow. Yeah. And that's like if the buses can't get through with kids, you know, everything's got to be changed. It's all about the bus routes and kids getting to and from school.
It is. And, you know, I guess the bottom line is that it is dangerous when it gets like, you know, on the road like a couple feet, which it just was, you know.
Right.
So we got a lull right now. The cool thing is that that was a large band, though. The band lasted about an hour and a half. So we get a couple days of this coming. But, hey, listen, it's better than a hurricane. We're lucky, folks, in Pinellas County. The counties above us to the north are going to get a lot worse than we are. But, hey,
right.
It's going to be good for the plants, man.
That's right. And like people in Chicago say, you don't have to shovel rain.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Anyway, last day of the month today, Tom.
Yes.
What do you think? You had the ADP number. Not bad. Solid. Beat the estimate by about 2,000.
Yeah.
177,000 jobs. You know, the quality of those jobs is a little bit under speculation, but we'll have jobless claims tomorrow, and then the big number, non-farm payrolls on Friday. So life's going to pick up a little bit as we get into the Friday number. But
I agree, man. You can see it. What was interesting yesterday, Kevin, is that you had a sideways market. We went down a little. But they pushed some volume into this right at the close, which is really intriguing, meaning, what had happened, folks, is that the Dow, and I was just watching it closely because the prior day was the lowest volume day of the year. And as of 5 minutes of 4, yesterday would have been, and then all of a sudden someone sold 150 million shares, not one person, okay, within the last 5 minutes inside the Dow. And it's like, okay, man,
right.
Someone's unloading here in a big way.
And you know what? That's not really shocking, right?
No.
Because if these 10-year yield rates are going to start climbing significantly, and if this dollar keeps going up, stocks could struggle here.
Yeah.
Only the absolute best-performing stocks are going to hold in there.
Yeah.
The other ones are going to be under some pressure. I follow and I read Muhammad El Arian. You know who
Yes,
that is.
absolutely. Yeah.
He's coming out today talking about if this is a strong jobs number, the chance of a September rate increase, could go to from 60 to 80, between 60 and 80% chance.
Yeah, I could see that, man.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. No, I'm with you because, just bottom line, a week and a half ago, that was almost at zero. And right today, it's 34. It's 34% today. But, guess what? We know those numbers. And when we say 34%, Kevin and I are talking about the Fed Fund futures rate, the probability. That September, October number changes pretty quickly, man. I mean, and
right.
You can see it.
And the December number, is already under. But like I said, I think they'll guide in September towards a December raise. That's just my opinion.
No,
I think that's what they'll do.
I'm on that same page.
Right.
And bottom line is that we know what's so intriguing here, folks, is that you got Labor Day weekend. Normally, no one would be working on Friday, man.
Right.
And guess what?
Right.
You got to be here on Friday because if that number is hot, guess what? Those bonds are going to crash. The commodities will get smoked because of the dollar. And bottom line is there's going to be a lot of action. Remember,
it's going to
folks,
disrupt a lot of weekends.
Big dough, man. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show at noon today.
Can't wait, Tom. Always a pleasure.
You too, man. Have a great one. Stay right there, folks. I'm coming right back. You get the Dow down 40. Nasdaq's up 9.5. S&P's are up 5.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials off 40. You get the NASDAQ off 9. S&Ps are off 5.5. If we take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here, what you have Bank of America is down 12 cents. We have Citigroup up 1. You have Delta Airlines down 29 cents. We got General Electric down 9 cents. Palo Alto Networks. This baby is getting toasted and roasted. It's down $10. Let's see what they have to say. They must have come out with numbers. Let's see. Okay, so they reported a fourth quarter loss. Let's see exactly how much. Okay, so here we go. So the fourth quarter revenue, this is interesting because this is wild. Because it looks to me like the revenue is 380. The estimate was 389 million. They made 400 million. The estimate for the earnings per share was 49 cents. They made 50 cents. But there's something in there that they absolutely don't like. And if you take a look at this, our man, Mr. Dave White, I know he's on vacation right now. He was talking about this last week as a premier short candidate. Now, he was also explaining that he wasn't going to go short, and he wasn't suggesting it either because of the fact that they were coming out with their numbers. But this is one equity that was lined up really well with his system number one and the aspect of the power on the way down versus the way up. So what we have here is that you're at 133.04 right now, and I suspect this 126 to 111 will get tested. Let's go over to the gold contract and take a look at gold. What we have with gold out here is this, and this is going to be all about the dollar and all about where we're going to go, bottom line, the next few days. So gold contract today is down 390. We've had a low of 1306 rather. We've had a high of 1319. What you have here, however, is this. Now, this is where this gets like real subtle and sneaky, actually. Is that at 120,000 contracts, that is a huge expansion in volume as you get into lower price. So I suspect what we're going to see is that this thing's going to make its way down to the bottom of where it broke topside from on June 24th. That low out there would be 12.59. If we go to the silver contract and we take a look at silver, silver is trading sideways. Actually, okay, so silver right now is up 0.4%. And you get, see, this is the same thing. This is dangerous. So silver, folks, trading sideways. It already has 30,000 contracts, and it's building cause. Silver is building cause right now to break this $18.55 area. So there's going to be some action all over the place coming into this jobs number. The King Dollar, DXU6, what King Dollar is pushing. King Dollar's done 13,000 contracts. We're at $96.11. King Dollar's making its way up to this swing high of the 25th of July. Swing high of 25th of July is 97.62, and I expect you're going to see it make its way up to that level. Some of the Dow stocks out here, what we have is that you have the American Express is flat. We have the Marbell's down 17 cents. You got Disney down 14 cents. Let's go over to Google. Now, Google, folks, okay, this is going to be wild watching this thing shake out. Google is going to basically be taking on Uber. And that is going to be one big number. Specifically, they're starting right in San Francisco. So that's where Uber actually started, folks, is in San Francisco, of course, Silicon Valley. And more than likely, on a longer-term basis, what this is all about, Google getting into that business, more than likely it's about driverless cars versus more than, basically how it is developed right now. If Google's getting into it, you can imagine the amount of information that Google already does have, though. It's pretty incredible. And how they're getting into it is pretty wild, because Google bought a company called Woz, and they're using that strategic company in order to get into, that's who's going to be running the Uber app. And the Woz app, I don't have it, but Tommy has it, and it's really a cool app. And bottom line is that, I guess, for the amount of information that they've collected over the years, they're going to use that with their own technology, and we'll see where this whole thing goes. Yeah, and the real question is there, as one of the targets says, is Uber going to be joining the cabs and be in trouble? I think that's going to take a long period of time, but we'll see where that does shake out. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We go take a look at the XAU, the HUI, and let's see what kind of volume that we got out of the XAU and the HUI yesterday. So yesterday, let's see what we got here. So we did 48 million shares on the XAU as it got into the 91 price lane. This is a heads up. 59? No, 48. We did 48 million. And if you do this conservatively, what you have is this, is that you would not have an ABC, you would not have an ABC down. And this is what I mean. So your A to B point in the XAU, the A would be the high at 114.71. And I'm taking the B, the B would be the low, which is 93.87. But this is what ends up happening. So at 93.87, you had volume of 39 million. But right before that, and this is what I do when they're too close, I take the larger volume. So the larger volume in that is 58. Well, we broke it with 48. So it's like you can make the case, that, okay, you're still going to get down there. And I suspect we are going to get down into the $80 level in the XAU, because that was a good expansion of volume, but to me, it's still not a defined, confirmed ABC down because of the fact that both of those days were so close. Now, if we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index, what you have with the Gold Bugs Index is that broke down with, let's see, 29 million shares versus 35. And again, if we took the actual low, it would have been a confirmed ABC structure on the way down. That being said, we're 224. I expect you're going to see that at 199. I don't expect what we had out there yesterday is that you had a continual downdraft in those equities. I don't see that happening 2 days in a row. And that is actually dangerous for that market, because what ends up happening, if it did do that, it would run out of energy on the way down. Now, what we have here is you get a sideways move happening. It's down slightly. And the problem there, of course, is that that's building cause, building up its energy more than likely for Friday morning. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 35. NASDAQ is off 8. S&Ps are down 5. We're going to break back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top of the side. You can bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these defined option contracts trade. And we're going to get over here quickly because I'm still getting... Get out of this flood situation for a second. And let's see where oil is going here. So let me see what we got here. So we get into the commodities, and I need some new glasses, folks. Sorry. And I'm getting them too. What happens is I got some... Okay, let's see what oil's doing, because we get the oil numbers coming out, and they just come out, and oil's going south. So let's see what we have here. Oil, whoops. If I can get this. Right now, oil's at 45.59, and let's see, we got CLV6. Okay, so crude oil inventories rose 2.28 million barrels. The Cushing crude inventories fell 1.04 million barrels. Output fell 0.70% to 8.43. Bottom line is that inventories are up, and with inventories up, oil's going south. So this is what it was. This is interesting. So the estimate was 1.3 million barrels, and it came in at 2.7 million. So bottom line is that we have more oil out here, and they're taking oil south. And I suspect, let's see market-wise here what we have. Go over to the USO. So the USO, this is the ETF structure for it. The USO, these numbers coming out just went from a price point of 1066, you're 1052, and you're basically breaking lower, and you do have volume picking up. If we go over to the XLE, what you're going to see inside the XLE is that the, let's The XLE is trading at 68.84. You have 2.2 million shares traded, and yeah, you get action there too. Yeah, this oil number looks like what it's going to end up doing is putting a little bit more pressure on the markets in general. That's so if we take a look at the commodity markets, what you have inside the commodity markets right now, we have let's see, sugar's down 2%. You get crude is down 0.9%. You get gasoline down 0.9. Natural gas is up 1%. We get the natural gas numbers coming tomorrow, and bottom line is that yeah, crude's continuing lower. The volume out here is going to be really important today, and this is why, folks. What you had yesterday is this. You had a slight movement down in the marketplace. That being said, what you did have is that right at the end of the day, as I was saying to Kevin Hinks, you had a huge expansion of volume in the last 10 minutes. Now, it's not necessarily the last 10 minutes that you have. What you have is that you had a lower price, you were pushing lower, and you were pushing out volume. So what happens is that, picture if you're a large fund, your job is to get out of the market as quick as you can when you think you're at highs, okay? So this is our perception. There's no doubt about it, okay? Bottom line is that, you know, we're at the exact same place that, you know, the Dow Industrials was trading on the July 14th, exact same place, and that's what distribution's all about, is that you try to keep the market at highs, keep it less volatile, so that you can keep moving positions out in the marketplace. And I suspect that's exactly what we saw inside the Dow Industrials yesterday as they were pushing stock out. If we take a look at the Dow right now, what you have is this. You're down 65 bucks. The leaders, you get Merck up 0.3%, McDonald's up 0.2, JP Morgan's up 0.1. DuPont is down 1.1. Chevron is down 1%. United Health is down 0.9, and United Technology is off 0.8. Inside the NDX 100, what we have inside the NDX 100, the move is out here. That's down 11 points. You have Kraft is the mover, top side, up 1.4%. Liberty Global is up 0.8%. Taken away from it, Micron Tech is down 2.5%. Baidu is off 2.5%. American Airlines is down 1.7%. And Alexa Pharmaceutical is down 1.5%. We go into the IBB, and what you're seeing with the IBB, that's down $2.46. Now, what you have with the IBB is this. It's once it got back inside the range of 287.77, I believe. Yeah, 287.77. That's the setup that it wants to go back down to the bottom of that range, because the IBB had broken topside, couldn't handle price, gets back inside the lower range, which is problematic in a huge way. So the first benchmark that you're going to be watching real closely is that $278.98. Now, what I expect you're going to see is that we're actually not going to hit that for the next couple of days. This whole baby seems to be lining up for Friday. What we did have with the IBB yesterday was this. The IBB tried to get to higher price, had lighter volume, failed on price, failed on volume. You know, so, you know, we'll see what kind of a grind it is on the way down out here today. But this just may be a razor cut, meaning that until we get to Friday, this might be a slow downward march into lower prices. If we go over and we take a look at the E-minis out here, what you're going to see with the E-minis is that we're down $7.50. And you're in no man's land. And what I mean by that specifically is that the way we came down, we broke the lows of yesterday, and we broke them with volume on a 10-minute bar. So that sets up that if it wants to get down to the 21.57. Right now, you're 21.67. That's another $10 down. We take a look at the NDX 100, and NDX 100 is, well, this is pretty cool. The NDX 100 is almost there. So the NDX 100, the lows that were generated out here on the 26th was 47.64. We've hit 47.62 thus far. you're hitting that area with volume. Now, that's going to be a big number for the NDX 100 because if you break that 47.57, that's going to set up, that sets up about another 45 points down inside the NDX 100. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 56. Nasdaq's up 15. S&P's are down 7.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 50. You get the Nasdaq off 16. S&Ps are off 7.5. And we had a question from one of the Tigers. What happens if the job numbers come in soft? Well, bottom line, folks, if the jobs numbers come in something like they did in May, okay, what ended up happening in May, we've got a bunch of numbers that, were skewed and were bad. Bottom line is that you'll see this market go higher, because what would end up happening ASAP is that dollar would get destroyed. Bonds would basically go higher and market would go higher, So, I mean, it's that, I think at this particular point, it is that dramatic because, see, we've been at the same place since the 14th of July, I mean, it's hanging here. The market, the bulls and the bears both have a case to be made last Friday. You know, the bull case would be that, okay, you know, you couldn't knock us down. The bear case is that you couldn't get higher. You know, so everyone has a little great case to be made right here. That's what it comes down to. Now we're going to break. There's no two ways about that. You know, my take is that we're going to break downtown, but you know, we'll see where that shakes out. And where I'm going with that, yesterday alone gave us a decent indication that you still have sellers out there because of that expansion of volume, and particularly, and this is where the kicker goes, folks, it's particularly the expansion of volume in the last 5 minutes of trading out here yesterday. If we go take a look at the small caps, what we have with the small caps is this. Small caps right now, you're trading at $122.98, and you know, the small caps are also saying that they want lower price. The small cap's a little bit tougher to really get your head wrapped around because, as I said, on Friday, both the bulls and the bears can make the case there that are you pushing a high with volume or are you pushing a low? You know, the NDX 100 though is much clearer. The NDX 100, it looks to me like the roll's already happening. If you actually take a look at this from going back to the 5th of August, what you have is that you can see the peak was basically the peak of the little roll, meaning it's like if you took a little tennis ball, you're going to see at the top of the tennis ball a slow roll like this. What you're going to see is that you had big volume on the 24th, on the 25th, and the 26th as you're rolling to a lower price. Now, normally what ends up happening is this. If you're watching Tiger TV, I'm going to put this up because I like these setups. And what normally happens is this, is that you get this slow roll happening, right? And then when you get to just about another 1.5 lower, right, then you get a downdraft that's disgusting, you know? So in this particular case, it would be the Q would get down to like 115.50 or 115.78. You know, it rolls like that, and then all of a sudden it just comes out of nowhere and just lets loose. Because what you have here is this. Inside the NDX 100, because we went up so fast from the last low that was generated out here in June, it's going to be very easy to come down to the 110 level, or 116, because there's no floor there. There's no floor whatsoever. Let me go over to the SPY for a second, because this is pretty cool, actually, looking at it that way. The SPY, you're at 217. Yeah, see, it's not as bad. $5. The SPY is 212, you know. And the SPY, actually, what's going to happen with the SPY is you actually do have some support first at 214. So we're at 217.25. 214 has support. You go over to the NDX 100 again. This is where you just there's nothing there. You know, this thing starts rolling. You can see it down into the $111 area, and you can see it down there very quickly. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at good old Amazon, the king of retail. And the king of retail, folks, just is not backing down, refuses to back down. We're trading out at $766 right now. There's a pretty neat story, actually, this morning about Amazon, how what you have is that what is possible, and this would be really wild because, of course, Amazon is a monster, but American Express, Federal Express and UPS are just so much bigger. It's amazing. But guess what? Amazon is not only one of their largest customers. What has happened now is that Amazon just leased 20 large aircraft. They just took over they're dealing with a company that has the rights to a big airport, and then they just bought 20% of that company. So bottom line is that they are getting in the delivery business, you know, so, and good old Jeff Bezos, once he starts on anything, it seems like he just doesn't stop. So If we go take a look at FDX, see what good old FDX looks like. So Federal Express, trading at 164, it's at the top of its consolidation, and I suspect we bring this back a few years. Okay, so FedEx looks like it wants to get down to about 155, so that's not that bad. We're at 164. UPS, we take a look at UPS. UPS right now is 108, and that's going to have to build some cars to get below this 108. Well, 108.44. That's the high of the last low. Now, that is a high-volume low, so 105 is where it wants to trade to. What's going to happen, though, is that it's going to have to build some cars to get into that area. That's on the daily. If we take a look at this on the weekly, what you're going to see is that it's right into its downdraft with dramatically lighter volume going back to January of 2015. We had come down with 28 million shares, and you went back up with 28 million shares, and you're back up with 11 million. Yeah, this has actually been consolidating. They've both been consolidating for quite a while. It's pretty intense that if you think that one of your largest customers are going to not only get in the business, can get in the business, and of course what Bezos is doing, Bezos is just wiping everything out in the middle. We hit one button here, bottom line, gets on one of his planes, gets on one of his cars, ends up at our door, and I suspect what's going to happen, years from now, depending where we live, it's going to be one of those, drones coming in, dropping stuff off. It's so wild when you think about it. It really is. Let's go back to the XLE. Actually, let me pull up oil and see where oil is hanging out right now. (877-927-6648). Yeah, 45.20. Oil's downtown. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And, of course, don't forget, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we are going to Think a Swim, TD Ameritrade headquarters in Chicago for swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, 1 to 2. We got our man, Mr. Dave White. He's on vacation, 2 to 3. I'll be back 3 to 5 this afternoon. Now, the danger out here today, folks, and this is what we had yesterday inside the miners in general, is that you had a slow bleed downtown that started accelerating. It looks like right now this marketplace is capable of that. And a slow bleed is very dangerous. It's dangerous in the context that within 2 to 3 days, all of a sudden, you're down a couple $100, and a couple $100 is not the big deal. What it has to do with as I brought up a little bit earlier, how you get a slow roll going, and then, as one of the Tigers said in the den, then you start getting some momentum going. What folks always say is that, yeah, the train has left the station on the way up. Well, guess what? The train leaves the station on the way down also. And that's the way intraday right now, that's how we seem to be trading. When I'm looking at this, I'm saying, it seems that we're starting to get a little bit of momentum. And because it's only Wednesday, if you start getting momentum on Wednesday, we are going to get some heavy downdraft, I suspect, on Friday. And this is just going to be a wild week watching this thing shake out. What hasn't shown its hand yet is the bonds. What we did have is this. We went to lower price, had big volume, and then it jumped back inside the range, meaning and the larger range is on the 10-year, 131.23. We're at 121.30. Now, it couldn't handle price yesterday. If this still can't handle 132 today, that's another indication that it's trying to get higher. It doesn't have the volume to get higher, and you have a seller. So I suspect today we will get more information out of the bond market. If you close over the 132, what that would be saying is that, hey, guess what? It's going to be a toss-up on Friday where that jobs number is. You close under 132, that is setting up that bonds want to go break the B point once again. It already broke it with volume, so you have a complex ABC structure on the way down. That would be setting up that Friday, that jobs number would come in hot again. Jobs number coming in hot, what would end up happening is that the market itself more than likely would say that, hey, guess what? We are going to go up a quarter percentage in the 10-year, and then the market's going to try to figure out, is this just going to be once, meaning in September or December, or, in fact, is the economy going and the market going fast enough and quick enough that they do 2 rate hikes? Because if you look back even a couple weeks ago you had no rate hike. If we go from no rate hike to 1 or 2 rate hikes, that's where the market itself will basically, take a quick hit, and we're in the right time frame for it. That's the other side of it, folks. We're absolutely in the right time for it. Don't forget, folks, you can get all this programming right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great audio. You're going to get some great video, and of course, it's all live every trading day, Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. You stay right there. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next, growling a problem with you. And there's no doubt this oil number that came out this morning, lots of oil available. Oil is going lower. The oil equities are going lower, and that's taking the market lower. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Look forward to, of course, speaking to you right here tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, and, of course, this afternoon. Wow! Go get them, folks.